What's good? What's poppin', everybody? It's Avataryaya, and I'm back with some more The World Ends With You, aka TWEWY. You know, TWEWY got announced yesterday for the young Nintendo Switch, but I got a special guest here today. Y'all probably saw him a couple times on the channel. Introducing my boy, Shattuck Stick. How you going, Shattuck?
Yo, what's up, guys? I'm glad to be on here, Yaya. Thanks for having me, my dude.
First thing I want to talk about is The World Ends With You is probably a lot of people's favorite games. However, if you ain't played it, it's very underrated. So I'm going to tell you what I love about TWEWY. The characters is nice. But we're going to talk about the big differences is that we're not on the Nintendo DS anymore. And the Nintendo DS has 2 screens. So, coming to the Nintendo Switch, it only has 1. So there's going to be a huge overhaul in gameplay changes. How you feel about it, Shattuck? What's something you think is going to completely change from the DS version to the Switch version?
Well, you know, if we're talking about the DS to the Switch version, I think we gotta actually bring up Solo Remix, which is for Android, and that, you know, that was 1 screen, but it fundamentally works different than the Switch version. All right, so in The World Ends With You, if you don't know, you have 2 characters. All right, in the DS version, you control both characters at the same time, 1 on the top screen, 1 on the bottom screen. All right, so you were able to move on the bottom screen with Neku, who is the main character, and on the top screen you didn't move, but you fought from 2 sides at the same time. It's kind of hard to explain.
Hard learning curve.
Basically, like, it's you sit there, you basically press the buttons in the directions or whatever, and you make combos, you kill people, bada bing, bada boom, bada bat. But you didn't have to worry about movement. Whereas with the Switch version, you're gonna actually, you know, or from what I'm seeing, you're gonna have to worry about movement, my dude. Like, I was just like, wait, hold up, are we moving both characters at the same time? It's 1 screen, so, you know, and it isn't working like how Solo Remix had it. Solo Remix, you know, the other character was just kind of a boost. They were just like, oh, you're like one of the attacks or something. You're
just there. You're there, bro.
Exactly.
So one big difference is what I'm excited about. When I first watched the Direct, I was hype. I was super hype. I wasn't even listening to the details of the game. I just saw Final Remix and I was like, okay, Kingdom Hearts could be coming. I'm just playing with y'all. But for real though, I do want to say that they are adding touchscreen support, and also more importantly, I say quarterly. What word is that? Importantly, Joy-Con support. And I think Joy-Con support is what I'm interested in, because I want to stream this for y'all. I want y'all to show. I want to show my excitement when this drop, bro. So Joy-Con support might just feel just like how it was on Nintendo DS. You use the touchpad. Use the left Joy-Con. That one has I think the arrows, I believe not. Yeah, like up, down, left, and right. And then the right Joy-Con is the letters A, Y, B, and X. So those will help guide the 2 different ways. Or they could possibly do where, like, one is a touch screen, you have to use the Joy-Con sensors to match it up, which that will probably be the most annoying method. Don't do that, Square Enix. Please don't, unless you plan touchscreen only. Make it like that. Don't make us have to be right hand with the Joy-Con and then the left trying to point at the screen and hit the buttons on the... Half people can't rub their belly and rub their head at the same time. So don't do that. Alright, that's kind of hard. But I think that's a key change. That's a big change for a lot of people, because the learning curve might be a little bit more easier in The World Ends With You Final Remix. So y'all might not have to go through the hell everybody else went through when we played The World Ends With You on the Nintendo DS. The next thing I want to talk about is I want to talk about that last scene at the end. And if you know that last scene at the end, Shattuck, it was supposed to be some type of like sequel or some type of extra content for The World Ends With You. What you know about that?
My friend, cause I didn't really know too much about that, cause like I said, when Solo Remix came out, I didn't really play a whole lot of it. I played a little bit of it, but didn't have the time, and I wanted to buy it. I wanted to support Jupiter and everything they did, because that game is like the GOAT. You know what I mean? But I basically, from what I know, it was like some secret thing at the end of Solo Remix. You know, there's this countdown website or whatever in the past, and they were like, this is this character, blah, blah, blah. From what we got from the trailer, it's supposed to basically, you know, be instrumental to the core of the story. And if a lot of people didn't know, like, the end of The World Ends With You was really, really open-ended. You know, The world ends with you could have ended right there, or it could have kept going. It didn't matter which route it took. It's just that it was left open-ended, and I think that will help to, you know, close that open-ended ending and make this, you know, one solid closed ending that gives us a true ending to at least this, you know, chapter of the World Ends With You universe.
See, that's lovely. He put it in such powerful words. All right, for a lot of people, I've been lurking on Twitter for that little screenshot. I put her on the screen. You probably seen her. She had a teddy bear. It was supposed to be a sequel. You know, not even dealing with solo remix. It was supposed to be something out of that. Me personally, I'm just not a fan of mobile games, which y'all probably figured out by now by me dropping a lot of Dokkan Battle and other stuff that's been on the channel. But I digress. I think that's going to be like a wonderful addition because they're also adding on new content that a lot of people have not seen over the past 10 years. And a lot of people didn't play solo mix for the phones and Apple and iOS. So I think this could possibly signal the last topic I want to talk about is, will there be a World Ends With You 2? And how likely could it come? And when do you think it could come? I'm going to just straight out and say it. I do believe there's a possibility for the World Ends With You 2, but y'all got to buy this game. We ain't getting that if y'all not buy this final remix. So how you feel about it, Shattuck? Do you think there'll be another rendition of TWEWY?
But before we go on, buy, you know, the World Ends With You final remix, you know, because you want to buy it. Because, you know, while we're saying buy it, we're saying buy it because you want to buy it. Some people are just going out there buying games, not liking it, and then they say they hate it and be like, this was the worst game ever. And then they're like, and, you know, games get deranked because someone got something and they just didn't like it because some YouTuber told them about Switch Force. You know, some big YouTuber told them to buy it and they really shouldn't have because they weren't interested in it and it was something they really didn't play. But I feel like we could get one, especially since this is a cult classic type of game. It's one of those games where a sequel would benefit it more than it would hurt it. It's sort of in that vein of Xenoblade. You understand what I mean? Because Xenoblade only got more popular with sequels. You know, when it originally came out, especially over here, it was $90. It was very niche. Nobody knew what Xenoblade was. We were like, who is this guy Shulk? You know, people think Shulk is from Smash. That's how.
Yeah, like, look, let's be real. Let's be real. If you guys know Xenoblade Chronicles, period, or Xenoblade, whatever you want to call the first game, you already know. You probably say, "Yo, that's my man from Smash Bros." But he ain't come from that. He came from Xenoblade. So a lot of people know Neku. This is the perfect chance. I'm sorry, a lot of y'all might be hurt by this. A lot of people be like, "Who's this guy? Wasn't he just a side character in Dream Drop Distance?" I've heard people say that. So I think this is the chance for Neku to make his full return and be a staple franchise bigger than what it was back in 2007. And a big thing here is that a lot of people have not played TWEWY. The World Ends With You is a very underrated game. I'm gonna say that. It's one of the, like, pushed under the rug Square Enix franchises. It didn't get that much love. We barely saw it until 2000 and what? When did Dream Drop This come out? 2012, 13?
Yeah. Actually, I remember this. The World Ends With You so well, but the issue with it is all the people who bought it, you know, are the same people who buy like Persona and stuff. Very niche. Persona didn't hit popularity in the West until doggone Persona 5. The other games sold well, but people didn't know what Persona was. They thought it was an anime. Legit. Yep. Like I feel like that this is something that should happen. You know, how they execute it is one thing that I'm kind of, you know, worried about, because where they continues with the 2D, you know, style gameplay, or not even 2D style gameplay, but the 2D aesthetic, or it carries over into 3D. I want to see where they could take the series, you know, if they do a sequel, and I would really be interested in it. Would I be worried about it? Yeah, because we've only had one, and it's been how many years since we've gotten it?
10.
Exactly.
And I'll be honest with you guys. If you guys know Kid Icarus Uprising, I'm so scared for that. That game did well, but like, I don't want Pit to go through the same 25-year gap without a game. I don't want that to happen. And is this a really good franchise? Like, World Ends With You is possibly You know, it should be in the Hall of Fame for Square Enix titles in the past decade. So that's how I feel about it, and I think that there will possibly be a World Ends with Chew. I said Chew. World Ends with You 2 in the future. So that being said, any last words, Shattuck?
Just thanks for having me on. Y'all guys, you know, you should check me out doing the anime stuff now. You know, you should check your boy out. My Hero Academia, TWEWY, we good.
Hey, but for real though, alright, my homie Shattuck, he always in the description of the video. He in there. All you gotta do is click the link. Click the link and say Yaya brought you. And put his channel thing on his banner. He do commissions too. You need some heat for Christmas, a Christmas card or something. Go ahead and go through the channel. He the jack of all trades. He can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. With that being said, that's all I got for today. Remember, you guys are golden, and that is raw.